Alright guys, welcome to day 3 of our family Thanksgiving week in Dallas, Texas. And first we've got ready and now we're headed to have lunch, and the kids couldn't agree.
At next lights, turn left.
The kids couldn't agree, so we did the wheel of names, and so we came up with Five Guys. So we're headed to Five Guys for lunch. Then we're headed to Six Flags for Holiday in the Park. Come on. So all of us got some cheeseburgers, and then Brady and I shared some Cajun fries while Luke and Ava got some regular fries. And I like to get mushrooms and bacon on my cheeseburger, and of course dip my french fries in mustard. And Luke decided to leave a nice message. Five Guys is Sigma. It's awesome. After that, it was time to head to Six Flags for Holiday in the Park. And is it a trip if two kids don't fight over the front seat? I was actually super surprised at how many people were at Six Flags the day after Thanksgiving. I did not know that this was such a big deal, but after we walked in, I could see why, because of all the cute decorations, tons of places to take pictures, and even live entertainment. At nighttime, they have the Christmas tree lighting that we didn't stay for, but that was a really big tree. Our first ride was El Conquistador, which is just a really large ship, and it was so much fun. Then it was time to head to the Shockwave. This was actually one of the first rides I rode as a child, and we used to nickname it the Double Loop, but my kids have never ridden it before, and it's a lot of fun. Typically, I ride all the rides with them, but today I just filmed them and walked around and had a good time because I just got over being sick and I didn't want to get super cold or have the wind blow in my ears. The next ride that we had to make sure we hit was Superman. This is Ava's absolute favorite ride. Nobody else in our family is brave enough to ride it with her, so she rode it alone. I am so proud of her, and you can see her sitting there on the end with the pink leggings.
Christmas, it's the most beautiful time of the year. Lights fill the streets.
Is it good? Give it 1 out of 10, Luke, because you like hot chocolate. 9.5? 10. We grabbed some hot chocolate to warm up because as the sun went down, it got colder and colder in the park. Then we walked over to another section of rides. They did not want to ride this one today because they didn't want to get sick, but they did go on Catwoman, which is the one you're seeing right here. Or no, they went in line and it shut down right before they were able to get on. So we headed over to Mr. Freeze. Then I wanted to show you all the cute decorations in these little parts of the park, like the wreaths and the garland everywhere and lights everywhere. At night, I know that this is absolutely beautiful because it's all lit up and decorated for the holiday. After we finished at the park, we went to one of my favorite New York style pizzerias, which is Grimaldi's. We got the Mediterranean salad and then a large pepperoni. This is excellent pizza. It's New York style, super thin crust. I decided to stick with pepperoni just because I have a really picky crew and we like to add lots of garlic parmesan and red pepper flakes to it. But look how deliciously thin that is. So every year we come to the lights at Grand Prairie, and this is a drive-through light situation. I don't really know how to explain it because the first year I came I thought, oh, we'll just drive through the lights, it'll take 30 minutes tops. We actually spent 4 hours here. So it tells a story with lights, and I'm going to show you some of it. But also in the middle of the park, you park and you get out of your car, there's an entire Christmas village with apple cider, snacks, Santa Claus, walk-through park lights. There's just a ton of stuff to do, plus free carnival rides. So it's amazing. It's called the Lights at Grand Prairie in Grand Prairie, Texas. And yeah, we want to show you what it's like. So the first thing you'll see when you go into the Prairie Lights is you're going to hear the 12 Days of Christmas playing really loudly. And they have all of the numbers and everything visually represented. So of course there's the 3 French hens, 5 gold rings, and etc. Like right here, you have the four calling birds. It was so funny because my son asked me, like, what is the deal with this song about all the different birds? And I just thought it was funny because my oldest brother even sent me a song that was making fun of this Christmas song. He was like, what a ridiculous song. Nobody would ever give anybody those things. And they actually rearranged the lights this year and they did several new displays. So this is like the tunnel of lights, and it used to be near the end, the middle to the end of the Prairie Light Show. But this year they moved it to the beginning, which was very different, kind of neat. Basically, as you drive through the park of lights, it has lots of different sections that are themed. So the first theme that we drove into was Christmas Safari. So you're going to see lots of animals like monkeys throwing wreaths. There's a snake wrapped around a pole. There's, of course, a hippopotamus. There's some giraffes that are going to be under some mistletoe. Just super cute. There's some elephants right there tossing some candy canes. And this was actually a new section this year because we didn't have Christmas Safari last year. And now we go into the Christmas Gardens, which has always been my favorite section. It's lots of different flowers and life-sized mushrooms and leaves, insects and bugs. It is just so pretty and cute. And then we went into the Dragon Kingdom, and I didn't realize, but this section was all about Vikings, which was, I think, new too. So we had Vikings, we had ships, of course, we have a reindeer there and sled. But look in the background at that Viking ship. It was so big and very, very neat. And of course, we have lots of dragons decorating their trees. Then we go into Season's Greetings. Happy Hanukkah. This area is celebrating Christmas in different religions. Of course, there's the nativity scene for the Christian religion, and it is so stunning. It's very big and beautiful. Now it's time to go to Christmas in New York. As you can tell, there's going to be some famous things like the Statue of Liberty. Then we have Rockefeller Center, Radio City Music Hall. And then you have the carriage ride in Central Park. And then it's time for Holiday Village. Now, this is what I was telling you about in the center of the park. We're in the center of the lights in the park. This is called Holiday Village. They have carnival rides, they have funnel cakes, they have snacks, Santa, walk through lights. We love it. Holiday Village has a ton of stuff. There are trees, there's decorations, so you can take photos at tons of different places. They have lots of snacks, concession stands. One year they had a live play. They have hot chocolate, they have a coffee trolley, they have food and nachos. They have like pictures with Santa, tons and tons of things to do. Then they have holiday walk-through lights. Okay, so I got peppermint hot chocolate. Brady got the biggest bag of cotton candy. Ava got white chocolate mocha. And Luke got a crumble cookie chocolate chip. And we're about to do the walk-through lights. They actually rearranged the walk-through lights again this year because there's a giant tree. It used to change colors. It was huge and it was a little bit further, but this year they moved it to the beginning. So here it is. You can take photos beside it. You can take photos inside of it. It used to have lights that went with some music, but look at this ice kingdom. It's just, they have so many neat things here. Outside in front of the Holiday Village is where you'll find the carnival rides and even more snacks. I found this display with tons of different types of caramel apples and candy apples, and I knew that I wanted to try one. And Ava decided she wanted to try something too. We got even more snacks. Not that we needed them, but I got a caramel apple covered in Reese's.
Hot Cheeto corn dog.
All right, take a bite. And
Good.
like how good?
1 through 10, I'm gonna give it an 8.
An 8. Okay. All right.
I'm on it.
None of us got any that we just got the cheese.
Yeah, you have the cheese first. You need to get them.
Okay. That caramel apple was one of the highlights of the night, and Ava is still eating on that hot Cheeto covered corn dog. They dipped it, after they fried it, they dipped it in nacho cheese and covered it in nacho cheese in order for the crushed hot Cheetos to stick. And it wasn't bad. I tasted it. It wasn't bad. After Holiday Village, you get back in your car and you drive out through the rest of the lights. So we entered the section all about penguins. And then they had a new section of lights, kind of like the tunnel at the beginning. But this one was different because it actually had like movie scenes and just different things that would come on. It was like screens instead of just twinkle lights. Then you drive straight into Santa's Village, and what's neat about it is there's lots of things like reindeer games. You see the Coliseum there in the background, super cute. Lots of things to do with elves. Like there's the elves shop, and then the North Pole, Santa's observatory. And then look at this, honoring those that serve. Again, there were a few categories missing this year, and then there was a few new ones. So at least they're trying to keep it interesting from year to year. On our way out, they always make sure to give credit to who did the lights. So there you can see the park designed and built by Lightasmic. And because I was in such a hurry when I came out this week, I forgot to bring my PJs. Me and Brady ran to Walmart to grab some. See you guys tomorrow.